Hi there, welcome back to the lecture. In the previous lecture, we learned how to modify the columns. You might wonder, can I modify my index? Or you might call it my row names. The answer is certainly yes. The most commonly asked question about this topic is, how do I set a specific column as the new index? Now, I will show you how to do this and how to reset your index to the original form. At this point, our customer data is using the default data frame index. It's simply counting from 0 to the length of the frame minus 1. Let's say we decide that the customer name is a better alternative index. You can easily do this by saying data.set and underscore, then index. In the parameter, you give the column name, which for us is customer name. Now run this, and it's set. Now, the original index has been abandoned, and the customer name is the new index. Technically, you can choose any new column as the new index. But however, an index should be a list of unique values. Note, I said should be, not must be. If you set columns that has duplicated values, which is quite often the case, then when you are accessing the records by the new index, you cannot be sure how many records you are going to get. For example, if we set the city column as the index, which apparently is not unique, like data.setIndex, and we give it city. Now, and store it in the new data frame, it's called temp. Then we access the records by index, which is the city. So if I do temp.ix lander, it appears to be normal, only one result shows up. However, if I do temp.ix London and run, and for the sake of pandas, there are 5 of them. Well, you might say, what's the big deal here? There are 5 customers from London, so be it. Well, actually, no, because people, including you, normally think an index refers to a single value. And when you are working on a huge dataset where most of the values are unique, but a minor part is duplicated, your complicated program with 100 functions might give you some really weird results, and no one would have thought there are more than one records with the same index. It will take you weeks of time to debug your program, and when you find out the truth, you will smash your computer and throw it out of your window. So the takeout is, even if you don't understand this, I will strongly recommend that when you are setting a new index, use the verify integrity option to make sure that no duplicates in the column. So verify integrity equals true. Now, if we try to set the city as the index, an error will occur. Another thing is, you'll notice that the first row now is taken by the original column name. You will learn how to drop it later in this course, so don't worry about it for now. Lastly, I would also like to introduce to you the secret of time travel. If you found yourself lost in modifying index and decided that the original index is actually the best, you can go back to the start by simply saying that data.please reset index and run. Oh, something wrong? Pandas tells me you don't need to be polite. Drop the word please and simply give the order, Commander. Okay, so let's delete please and run this again. Works fine. However, one thing to notice, your original index is copied and inserted to the first column. Sometimes you don't really need this, so you can easily get rid of them by specifying an option, drop equals true. Then pandas will handle it for you. Run this. Great! That's all for this lecture. I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next lecture.